Well, from where you understood Mr. Moreland to be in reference to you, do you think it is possible that the cigarette may have landed within close proximity to him?
Well, it landed close to him because, according to my son, he ran towards the cigarette.
I see. So you can place Mr. Moreland in reference to the cigarette only with reference to what your son told you afterwards, is that right? Okay. Incidentally, I assume that you continue to have your daughter by the hand when you're going down the steps, is that right?
I let her go when I threw the cigarette.
Well, okay. Just before you threw the cigarette, did you have her hand?
Yeah.
Did she indicate in some fashion any kind of reaction to the last comment that Mr. Moreland made to you when you were quiet?
She just said, "We better get out of here. Just get out of here," she said. That was it.
All right. Okay.
She seemed pretty emotional by then.
Had, after you, did you throw or flick the cigarette?
I threw it. I had it like this.
You threw it?
I threw it. It was thrown. It wasn't.
All right. And then what did you do after you threw the cigarette?
I just kept on walking. I never turned back.
Did Mr. Moreland say anything further to you?
Then he yelled out, "You're fired!" in a very loud voice. I'm sure most of the people that were around heard him. And
right. When he said this, what did you do, if anything?
I just walked up to the car and stood by the car, and my foreman came by. He said, "What happened?" And I said, "Well, the man just fired me."
All right. Do you recall meeting another employee when you got to the foot of the stairs, Mr. Amperin?
Yeah, John Amperin.
All right. Did you have some conversation with him?
He talked to me. I didn't say a word to him. He just said, kidding around, you know, "What's the matter? You didn't get permission?" And then, but he didn't know Mr. Moreland was coming, because Mr. Moreland was coming down the stairs at the time. He just yelled out kiddingly.
Yes.
And then when he saw Mr. Moreland, that was it, and he knew that something was wrong.
Well, did he say? Is that all he said?
He just said, "What's the matter? Didn't you get permission or something?"
Is that all he said?
Yeah.
Okay. You heard Mr. Moreland testify that he spoke to you several times up in the coffee room in a normal tone of voice, and that it appeared to him that you were deliberately ignoring him. Did you ever try to ignore what Mr. Moreland told you?
I told him okay from the beginning.
All right.
See?
All right. You were aware at all times that Mr. Moreland was the director of maintenance, is that right?
Yeah.
You knew him to be a supervisor in a high echelon.
Right.
All right. Would you have knowingly put your job in jeopardy by some kind of insubordinate conduct, such as has been described?
No.
All right. Now, in fact, you had only been back to work approximately
20 days.
20 days after the strike, is that right?
Right.
So you and the other strikers lost some wages as a result of the strike, did you not?
Right.
All right. Were you anxious to do anything to jeopardize future employment with the company?
I don't want to mess around with anybody there.
All right. Incidentally, at the time of this encounter with Mr. Moreland, did you have any belief in your mind that Mr. Moreland harbored hostile feelings toward you?
Well, it seemed that way. I don't know.
What did he ever do or say to make you feel this? That is, prior to this incident.
Well, at the picket line, he'd be talking with the older men on the picket line, like like the working foremen. And I tried to get the guys away from him, because it seems like they were talking about the contract all the time. And Mr. Moreland says, "Well, if this is all you're going to get, you guys may as well just come back to work." And I told him one time to keep away from the scab. And he looked at me and looked at me like as if he's saying, well, damn it, you'll get yours when you come back.
All right. Is it that incident that you just described that made you feel that Mr. Moreland did not have friendly feelings toward you?
I didn't think he had friendly feelings.
Okay. Anything else? Is there any other incident that you ever had with Mr. Moreland prior to that time that makes you feel this?
No, I try to keep away from it.
All right. I have no further questions.